Hello, happy Monday. This is Cheryl, Boho Daydreams. I'm coming on here with some information about another challenge that we're going to start. I have sent out probably 50 DMs for people that wanted information on it. I want to clear up some things. There was some confusion when I send out the DMs of supplies that I have used. That does not mean that you have to use them. My challenges are, I try to make my challenges where anybody can just have fun and make them. Try to use things that you have on hand. Try to use up your scraps. Mostly, I just want you to have fun. We have the challenge going on right and I'm sorry, I'm having some allergy issues, and so my voice is going to come and go. So you will hear me clearing my throat a lot. Anyway, our challenge that has already started on the 1st is the word puzzle. Go in under events, and it has all the rules there. You try to find as many words that pertain to making a journal. I have gave some clues, and I'm also going to make something, and it's going to have some clues on it. I just want you to have fun working with the puzzle. Write all your words down, and then just tell me, sit in it right there under the comments, how many words that you found. Do not list your words, because I want everybody to have a chance at finding the words on their own. I just give a little sample here and there. But I will give all the words at the end, and I'm sure that you guys are going to probably find a few words that I hadn't found yet. But anyway, if you want to be entered into a drawing, then you'll send me a number of how many words you found. If, say, right now you've found 13 words, you put that in your comments. But then you keep on working on it, and you find another 10 words, so that makes it 23. Just go in and edit and change your 13 to 23. Don't make a new entry. I just want everyone to have one entry under their name, because that'll make it a whole lot easier on me. And you know, I have to kind of keep my things easy for my poor little brain. But if you enter a number, that gives you one chance into the drawing for January. Also, in the words, there is an item that we make for our journals. There's several items that we make for our journals. I'm just going to give some examples. That does not mean that it's in that puzzle. Maybe like a folder, a folio, a tag, an ATC card, a journal card. Some of these words may be in there. Find one of those words and then go back and find a style. Find the style that you want to make. If it's in the puzzle, there is, I think, 2 or 3 styles in the puzzle. Some examples could be like Victorian, steampunk, boho, vintage, grunge. But anyway, you're going to find an item and then find a style. And then I cannot remember if I have it I can't remember if it's 2 or 5 items that you find. Maybe lace, maybe ribbon, maybe silk, maybe satin, maybe bows, maybe, and I'm not saying this stuff is in that puzzle, but you'll find several other things, however many I have listed in the instructions. Sorry, my brain can't think how many it is right now. But you will find those and you will make something. And after you make something using a few clues, however many I said, if it's 3, 4, or 5, then you show another picture of what you made. That gives you another entry into the drawing for January. So for January, you have, for that one challenge, you can have 2 entries. And normally I will send it. I still owe for the November, December one, because I did not mail anything because my mail is a little sketchy here. My regular mailman left and went to a different route. I've had subs. Some days he would pick my mail up. Some days they wouldn't pick my mail up. So I have just got Lisa Marie won the November, and I have just got her what she won ready to go. It should go out in tomorrow's mail. I had told her, though, that it was not going to go out till after the first of the year because I just didn't trust my mail. And I saw that I had a regular on today. He told me that he was going to be my new regular, so I'm so happy. And he even come to my door and knocked and handed me a package, which was very nice of him. So that was nice. But anyway, you can get two entries for the puzzle challenge of January. But we have also decided to do a monthly challenge that's going to be a year-long challenge. And what is that is going to be is a little flip over. No, I do not have it all done. It's just going to be a little flip over, encouraging words, phrases. I have only done the first one, but I have a lot of words here to pick from. And I am going to list in this video who this is from. It's Digital Paper Delights, and you can buy her, and I think she has it on sale right now. I got it for I think $1.75, something like that, and then the next day she had it was back regular price, $2 and something, which still is not bad for this cute. And then I think now it's back on sale for $1.70 something. So it's a good time to buy this, but I will give the link in this video. So I also, let me explain what we will do. I'm going to show another video of how I have started mine. They start out, somewhere I have it, somewhere. I've got too much stuff piled here because I wanted to get everything in here. Oh, right here. What I used was these 4x6 index cards. These are very sturdy ones, very sturdy. I like them. And then I cut them in half, so that makes it a 4x3. So you can get 2 cards out of one. But do not worry if you do not have the index cards. Do not worry if you cannot spend the money on buying these index cards. I have so many other options. Let me go to that first before I explain. You can take a box. I have an empty box here. You can cut this into little, whatever size you decide. I just like the 4x3. You can cut this. I would cut this like this, you know, in half, and then this in half, and that's what size I would make it. And then I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can find something else to do a couple of more, because what you need is 12 cards if you're going to just do one a month. These are made so you can do as many as you want on here. If you want to do 2 a month, 4 a month, 5 a month, whatever. I am making one for myself because I like to have these just sometimes. After losing my son, sometimes I get a little down, and sometimes I just need that little word of encouragement. And as I told the other admins, 2025 is going to be my year to have fun. I've already decided that. And I am going to share my year of having fun with you. So that is why I decided to make this. Create your own sunshine. I believe each one of us is responsible for our own sunshine. There's been some things that's going on in my family. Nothing bad. Nobody's disliking, hating, or anything like that. Just a little bit of an unfortunate situation. Some health issues with one family member that has kind of caused some financial issues. Small children. So we're all just kind of reaching in and digging in our pockets and trying to help. And it's kind of sad right now for somebody in their 30s to be so sick. But we're going to do what we can do to help out. So I decided I'm going to make her one of these. I think she could really use it, you know, just for those days that she doesn't feel good. She can pick it up and she can, you know, look at it and say, believe in yourself with all your heart. find joy in every moment. Sometimes we have a little hard time finding joy, but if we really set our mind to it, there's always something to be happy about. Let dreams take flight. Stay strong. No matter how down we get, stay strong. But anyway, do not limit yourself that you have to buy these index cards. I just bought a big package of them and I use them for a lot of different things. Something else that you can use is playing cards. I have a box of playing cards. You can punch a little hole in these and you can cover, I would cover them first, and then you can decorate them. These are strong. These will stay on one of these rings. So that's another ideal if you don't have, a lot of us have playing cards. Something else I come across, I was making an orange jello salad for a neighbor. So I saved this. Look at this. This, I don't know if it's probably almost the exact size. A little smaller, but it would do. There's two right there. You can just save little boxes and make your own team plate. And then cover that. You can even put a real thin coat of gesso or paint over it and then cover it. Or you can just take paper and cover it. So don't say, oh, I can't do that because I don't have the cards. Find something at your home to repurpose and you can do it. One of the things that I have sent out the link for is these rings. Do not feel that you have to have the rings if you do not want to purchase the rings. A lot of us have rings. Actually, this was a ring off of something else I made because I have a whole stack of rings and I put them up so I wouldn't lose them. Now I can't remember where I put it. I'm hoping to find them in this little reorganizational thing that I'm doing right now. But anyway, some things that you can use for that is look at this. You can run these through. This is just some sari silk. You can put little reinforcers on the hose. I put the eyelets on mine. I use my eyelet punch and put an eyelet on it. If you don't have that, you could even make enforcers to put on some of the hose, just to keep them from tearing. And then just run a ribbon through them. You can run, I got all different kinds of things here. You can use yarn. To tie these together. So don't think, oh, I can't do that because I just spent money on my grandkids, or I just spent money on my kids, or I just really can't buy those right now, or in my country, I cannot find them, the rings. Not everyone has Amazon like we do here. So find something that you have. You can tear a strip of fabric. You can use a piece of lace. Can you guys tell that my mind goes 50 miles an hour? My mind goes a whole lot faster than my body goes. And you can tie them all together like that. So that is so many. You can even use embroidery thread. All the different kinds of things. Okay, so I've covered the cards and I have covered the ring, but let me show you something else that you can use for the cards. These are in my Insta Ink box. When I get ink in, these are the little cards that, you know, recycle, do this. They're sturdy. So guess what? I can just cover it. I can make my cards that size and stack them right on top of each other. Or I can cut them down to 3. These are 3.5 by 5. I could cut these down to the 3 before if I wanted to. and then just cover them with scrap paper, something I've printed. Some of us have these little scrapbook papers. This one's a cardstock one. You could even take these out and you can make your cards with them. See, and these are already covered for you. You don't even have to cover them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think in this one, there's some more somewhere. That would make a cute little if nothing else, I could make these into my pattern and then cut enough for these for 12 or 20 or however big I want to make this. So that's other ways that you can make the actual cards. Use what you have. Use note cards, use construction paper, use cardstock, glue 2 pieces together, glue 3 pieces together, and then cover it. Do not think that you cannot do it because you do not have the exact supplies. What I did on this one is I cut my card, this card, I cut it into 2 pieces, so that way it is 3 by 4, 2. And then I took, because I have boxes and boxes of this piano paper, and I never know what all I'm going to do with it. So what I did on this one is you can see it just like in some of the little corners. I covered it in piano paper just because I like the effect of it. I glued that on there, folded it over and glued that on there, and then I'll have to find my hole, and you can see the hole there, and punch it. Once I have that glued on, then what I did was, and I will show this more in the next film, I took a lot of my, this is Lindy's, but I have some DIY, I have some Distress Spray Stain, and I just started kind of giving a little spray. I just wanted it different colors. And I did this and now I forgot. I don't think I have my, because let me see if I, well, anyway, and see, this would be glued down, and see, then I just kind of dabbed, and this would be glued down on the paper, and then I just made a card with it. So then I would let that all dry, turn it over, and make the base for this one. Okay, but I will show more how I am decorating mine in the next video. I just wanted to get the basics out there. You can make your ring out of yarn, thread, ribbons. You do not have to buy the rings. Some of us have rings. If you have rings, they're great to use because then you can add and take them off, add and take them off. I'm going to make mine more than 1 a month. I've also, as being a retired nurse, I have a nurse friend that works for a shelter. She volunteers for a shelter for abused women. So I thought these would be a fun little gift for me to make up several just for her to have as new people come in. And, you know, I have found in my own recovery after losing my son that I feel better when I'm doing something for someone else. So if I make up some of these, it makes me feel better. And I hope that they like them. But what I did then on the back of this is I took, and I will show all this in the next video, but I took a little book page, and I had already sewed on that book page. After I had put down the piano paper, I then covered it with a little book page. But we'll make the, you know, like I said, I will have a video and be making these online with you. Then just kind of cover your background. You can tear it, ink the edges, just make it how you want to. And especially, let's see, where's that one I just got through spraying? I said it somewhere. Oh, well, I hadn't cut it out. You see how this would be the card underneath here? This will all be glued on it, like this. And then you're gonna just start layering it. Then you can get a little stamp. You can get little flowers. You can cut out all different kinds of things, just like I did here, the little bird. Then what I used, so this is just some things that you can start gathering up for these. This is my scrap laces. This is not all my laces. This is just some of my scrap laces. I keep them hung up so that way when I'm making little projects like this one just has about 5 inches on it. This one probably has 10 inches. This one has maybe 7. And so I can just go and I can just pull scraps. Great way to use up scrap paper, scrap ribbons, scrap laces, scrap stamps, pictures. As far as for these words, you can buy this digital. If you do not have a printer, then contact me if you want these. I have talked to the digital lady and have permission. I will not send these out to everyone because I know too many of you have printers. And there is other ways that you can make words. The other way you can make words is get a magazine or even a box and start cutting your letters out, cutting words out. Or a lot of us have come in a different craft thing and have got just little, words like embrace or life. You can use words like that. But you can find your words in a lot of different places. But if you want these words and do not have a printer, contact me. I've actually, and I can even show you my receipt, I have bought the kit several times because this lady was so sweet, this digital creator, and said, with only those that do not have a printer, I can share this with them. I will not share it to you in digital. I have to mail it to you. But please only ask for them if you do not have a printer. Please, I'm taking your word for that because that is not fair to her. She has put her hard-earned time into creating these digitals, and she would like to create some more for us. So anyway, there's all different ways that you can make, like look here on this card, have no fear. You could make an inspirational card with that, have no fear. There's just so many different ways. So don't be limited to saying, oh, I don't have that, I don't have that. I was just showing my easy route of what I had because I do have a lot of supplies. I'm blessed that I have been crafting almost, my mother has been gone for, I think it's be 27 years in March. And before she passed away, about 5 years before she passed away, so I'd say almost 30 years ago, we had a craft business. I was still a nurse, but on my weekends, I was a nurse Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was off, and we had a craft business, and we did on the road shows. So I have had craft supplies for years and years and years, and I do need to destash and get rid of some, but that'll come another day because I'm just not ready to get rid of them yet. But anyway, I'm going to list. What is going to be listed is the links for these rings, for the digital. And like I said, she has it on sale right now, I believe. And for these cards, but you do not have to limit yourself to these cards, these digitals, or these rings. There's so many other ways that you can still make this. Right here I have 12, so that way it only is going to make me make 1 a month, do both sides. This maybe took me 5 minutes to create this, 10 at the most. And I just didn't do the back because I was letting it dry. But what I would do is when I spray those, how I showed you, if I decided I'll probably spray all these so this one matches. And like since I put everything covering the front of this one, I'll probably leave this one more blank and just put like a little piece of, paper, and then I'll put a flower or something up. And then I take my quotes. And I just tear them because I want them to look, I like the torn look. I don't have everything right here. Like I said, I am in the middle of a major organization. I have rewrapped all of my laces, everything, because I just want to start the year off clean and a little more organized. But see, and then get just a little piece of lace. You could even run a little ribbon through that lace. But we can do these together. Like I said, I will show more YouTubes on how to do this. I just wanted to do this YouTube. I'm going to try to have this all up and running between the 10th and the 15th. I want at least this one started before the 15th, so we have half a month. Everyone that participates, once you make your card for that month, you will show it in the group under events, under where I post this. And for every month that you post your, like this is be my January, the front and back will be my January card, you would get one entry. That will be for another drawing. I will have 2 drawings going on in January. And it's not much, it's just some little happy mail. Happy mail. Sometimes the end winner may get one of mine that I make, because we all are going to make them different. I always have little gifts like this that I send out in happy mail. This is just like a little purse-size journal. That you can just write some little thoughts in. It's kind of a naked journal that I like. It's got buttons. This is a journal that I made out of a gravy package. I know, can't believe that's a gravy package, but I did. I cut the gravy package straight down the middle and made this little journal out of it. But that's kind of what, you know, the gifts are just little small gifts. Sometimes it may be some of the prints that I do on muslin. It's, you know, it's just something to say thank you for participating and to show our appreciation as a group. And I think that's all that I have for today. If you still have questions, of course, I am Sheryl Hood. I'm one of the admins, and you can feel free to DM me. Like I said, I have already DM'd, I think, 40 or 50 people. That's fine. I just know that there was some confusion about that you had to have these cards, that you had to have this ring, that you had to have these. No, you do not. This is a challenge. You can make it your style. You can make it with your supplies. We just wanted a little encouraging flip over. So that is why I'm coming on here. I will, like I said, I will list the link for the words, for these cards, and for these rings. But you can use other things that you have on hand. I hope this clears that up. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.